The fire crackled between us that night, throwing shadows across Olalekan's face, half hidden, half revealed. His voice trembled like the wind before a storm when he said, "I was your father's friend once, but I betrayed him." The world went still. Even the crickets fell silent. The flames danced as if the ancestors themselves had gathered to listen. And in that moment, beneath the ancient baobab, I finally understood why I could never take my eyes off my driver. The road to Erelu was long and red, the kind of red that clings to your feet and remembers your name. We had traveled for days, Olalekan and I. He sat tall at the front of the cart, guiding the horses with steady hands. I sat behind him, half watching the road, half watching him. He was not like other drivers. Most spoke freely, of wives and weather, of gossip and markets. But Olalekan, he carried silence the way a priest carries prayer. When he spoke, it was slow, deliberate, and his words always seemed to come from far away, as though they were borrowed from another lifetime. There was something in his presence, something that called to me, though I could not name it. One golden evening, as the sun bled into the horizon and the air turned heavy with the scent of dust and millet, I asked softly, "Olalekan, have we met before?" He smiled faintly, not turning his head. "Perhaps not in this life, my lady." His answer settled deep inside me, like a seed waiting for rain. When darkness fell, we made camp beneath a sprawling baobab tree, its roots thick as the arms of giants. I could not sleep. My heart beat with a question I did not understand. I rose and found him sitting apart from the campfire, the flickering light reflecting in his eyes. "Tell me who you are," I said, my voice trembling like a leaf in harmattan wind. He looked up slowly. "If I tell you," he said, "you must promise not to fear me." "I promise." Then, with a deep breath, he began to speak. "Long ago," he said, "before your birth, I was not a driver. I was a trader, your father's closest friend. We walked these same roads together, shared our meals, and dreamt of building an empire of trade between villages. But greed," he sighed, "is a silent drum that beats until you dance. I sold your father's trust to thieves. I thought I had gained the world. But when I fled across the river with the stolen goods, the gods saw my deceit. The river spirits rose from the water, silver-eyed and cold. They cursed me. 'You will serve the bloodline you betrayed. You will drive their journeys until forgiveness frees your soul.' And so I returned, hidden and humbled, to serve the house of the man I wronged. For years I have driven his carts, through rain and dust, through joy and sorrow. I watched his children grow, and now I drive his daughter, you, Abeni." The firelight trembled as I listened, my heart swelling with 1,000 emotions, anger, pity, grief, wonder. He looked at me then, eyes glistening. "That is why, my lady, you cannot look away. The gods tied your gaze to mine, a reminder that guilt cannot hide from the eyes of the innocent." Tears welled in my eyes. "You have suffered long enough," I whispered. "You have carried your punishment on these dusty roads for far too many years." He bowed his head. "Forgiveness is not a thing a man asks for, it is a thing he must earn." I reached across the space between us, my hand trembling as I placed it over his. "Then you have earned it, Olalekan. I forgive you, in my name and in my father's." The air around us shifted. The fire dimmed, the crickets sang again, and a faint wind whispered through the leaves. His form shimmered like mist at sunrise. "Thank you, child of Odom," he said softly. "Your heart has broken my curse." Then his body began to fade, slowly, beautifully, like dust carried away by dawn. And when the morning came, only the cart remained. I took the reins myself and drove toward Erelu, my tears drying in the wind. Every bump in the road, every turn of the wheel, felt like a heartbeat of memory. Since that day, I have never been able to take my eyes off whoever drives me. For now I know, some drivers carry more than passengers. Some carry their sins. Some carry the weight of destiny. And sometimes, they carry the final chance to be forgiven.